The girl had been controlled by her biological mother for 18 whole years. In order to keep her by her side forever, her mother hired a private doctor to come to their home day after day for so-called private health checks, claiming it was to make sure the girl stayed untouched and pure. Every day before school, her mother would force her to put on a specially made restrictive corset. She would even secretly place a wax seal over the button, making sure her daughter, who had reached puberty, had no contact with anyone of the opposite sex outside the home. The girl also wore a tracking bracelet on her wrist all year round. Where she went, who she met, and how long she stayed there, her mother had to know everything clearly. For 18 years, the girl silently endured this dark and suffocating life. Innocent as she was, she thought this was just her mother's excessive love. Until one day, she accidentally tore open the packaging on the bottle of vitamins she had to take every day. When she saw the unfamiliar label hidden underneath the bottle, the girl instantly felt a chill run through her entire body. She suddenly remembered how, not long ago, the corset had tightened around her so badly that she could barely breathe, yet her mother had hidden in the corner and watched coldly without the slightest bit of pity. Seeing how uncomfortable she was, a classmate kindly helped loosen the corset for her. Her mother instantly flew into a rage, rushed forward, and forcefully tightened the restrictive corset again. Then she snapped, "Don't you dare take this corset off. Do you understand? It is the only thing protecting your body from being defiled by those filthy stares outside." The girl desperately explained that she had only wanted to loosen it for a moment so she could use the bathroom. And this extremely suffocating scene happened to be witnessed by the CEO, who was passing by. Just because the girl protested in a low voice once, her mother punished her with the family rules after they returned home. She also harshly told her that the corset could not be taken off, and that she was not allowed to touch a single thing from the outside world. After the punishment ended, her mother immediately changed back into the image of a loving mother. She gently treated the girl's wounds while saying that everything she did was for her own good. But that warmth lasted only a few seconds before she put that torturous corset back onto the girl's bruised and wounded body. Day after day, the control never stopped, and neither did the vitamin pills the girl was forced to swallow. The girl could only continue to obey. Taking advantage of the moment when her mother turned around to answer the phone, she suddenly noticed that something was wrong with the label on the medicine bottle. So she gently tore it open, and the truth in front of her instantly made her whole body turn cold. She never expected her biological mother's intentions to be so vicious. What her mother had been feeding her all these years was not vitamins at all, but pills that could make a person lose their voice. In order to survive and avoid being completely imprisoned, the girl could only force down her fear, pretend to be obedient, and hold the pill in her mouth. Then, using evening study hall as an excuse, she hurriedly escaped from the house. After she got far away from her mother's control, she immediately spat out the pill hidden in her mouth. The grievance and hatred she had suppressed for 18 years completely erupted at that moment. The girl tore off the tracking bracelet. She no longer wanted to be that obedient daughter who silently endured everything. She turned and walked toward the luxury car parked by the roadside. Since she had decided to fight back, she would tear off all pretenses and take one bold gamble. Sensing that her mother's footsteps were quickly approaching, the girl kissed the CEO without hesitation. When her mother failed to find the girl, she went somewhere else to search for her. The corset that had imprisoned the girl's entire youth was thrown away harshly. The shackles that had trapped her for so many years were finally broken. For the first time, the girl experienced the feeling of freedom and release. Afterward, the CEO took the initiative to ask for her contact.